Hello dear students, welcome to the next video lecture on multi-level queue scheduling algorithm. So multi-level queue scheduling algorithm, so as the name itself indicates that, so there will be a queue that have been just maintained in a multi-levels. So that is what multi-level queue scheduling. We need to just schedule the process that have been maintained in a queue that has a different levels. So multi-level queue scheduling is used when processes can be classified into the groups. So in the previous scheduling algorithms we have seen that, so the queue is maintained for all the kind of processes together. Means there was no categorizing the processes, so that belongs to the higher priority, that might belong to the lower priority, something like that. There was no levels or there was no different maintaining of the queue for the different types of or different categories of the processes. But in the multi-level queue scheduling, suppose if you want to maintain the different queues for a different types of processes, we could just go for this. So that's what multi-level queue scheduling is used when processes can be classified into a groups. For example, so there might be some kind of processes, so that might be running in the foreground, that might be interactive type of processes, and some processes might be categorized into a background processes. So among these two types of processes, if you want to maintain the separate queue, so we could just go for having a multi-level queue scheduling. So these two types of processes might have different response time requirements. So obviously, because interactive processes should be responded within a time limit, I mean within with the fast response time will be expected from the foreground or interactive processes, whereas so from the background processes you may just delay them, isn't it? So that might be the requirement of two kinds of processes, and that's why we need to just have a different scheduling needs. So they has to maintain the different scheduling needs. So that's the need for maintaining a different types of queues. Also, foreground processes may have a higher priority than the background processes. So, depending on these two needs or depending on any other scheduling needs, so we need to just serve the processes execution. So, hence there is a need of maintaining a different queues. So, a multi-level queue scheduling algorithm partitions the ready queue into a several separate queues. So, this is the basic idea behind multi-level queue scheduling algorithm. So, this is just going to partition the entire ready queue instead of maintaining only one ready queue. So, the ready queue is just going to be partitioned into a several separate queues. So in this, the processes are permanently assigned to one queue, generally based on some property of the processes such as memory size, process priority, and process type. Depending on these categories or depending on these characteristics, we are just going to assign the processes to a individual queues. Okay, we need to split the ready queue into a multi-level queues, and depending on their memory size, process priority, and different characteristics, we are just maintaining the processes in each of these levels. So each queue has its own scheduling algorithm. The important thing to remember is that, so we have split the ready queue into multi-level queues, and these multi-level queues should have a different scheduling algorithm to deal with the scheduling of the processes that are waiting in that particular level of queue. So here might be the foreground queue might be scheduled using RR algorithm, and background queue might be scheduled using the FCFS algorithm. This is the one simple example. So in addition to this, there need to be a scheduling among the queues, which is commonly implemented as fixed priority preemptive scheduling. So means instead of just having the scheduling within the one level of queue, so there might be a need or there might be a situation in which we need to just have a scheduling among the queues as well. So that can be just accomplished or can be just implemented via this. So the foreground queue may have absolute priority over the background queue. So this is obvious. So always the foreground queue will have a highest priority than the background queue. So here there is one example, so in which the ready queue have been just divided or that have been just split into a 5 different levels of queues, and there are few processes that have been just categorized in each of these queue or maintained in each of these queue depending on their type of the processes. So here we have maintained one ready queue that have been split into a 5 levels. In the first level, we have put all the system oriented processes processes. In the second queue there might be some interactive processes, and in the third level we have all interactive editing processes, and in the fourth level you could have all the batch processes, and if any other user processes or student processes, we could just run them in the lowest level of queue. So here each queue has absolute priority over the lower priority queues, obviously. So if you want to just schedule any process that is running in the batch queue, you have to make sure that all the higher priority jobs above this should be done before we start the job at the fourth level of queue. For example, so no process in the batch queue can run unless the queues above it are empty. So that's what I meant. So before we just start scheduling the processes that are waiting over in this level of queue, can be just done only if the queues above it are empty. So, and whenever a new interactive processes enters while executing a batch processes, the batch process would be preempted. So that's what happening here. So meanwhile, say suppose I have emptied all the above queues, I am just dealing with the processes in the batch processes. While just scheduling this process, say suppose there are any other process that have been arrived in meanwhile, so we need to just preempt the batch processes, and CPU has to schedule for the higher priority jobs that have been arrived in the above level of queues. So however, this can be result in starvation for the processes in the lower priority queue. So obviously, say suppose if we are just going to deal every time when we just preempt the CPU from the lower level queues, so definitely these processes which are waiting in the lowest level of queues would suffer from starvation. So this is the small introduction about a multi-level scheduling algorithm. Thank you.